All right, this is your assignment, really. My first thing that I would have you do on this writing review would be to copy and paste the instructions into a Google Doc. Okay, so you're just gonna copy, and then you're gonna go to your Google Doc, and I just lost mine. Where did it go? Starts with a B. There it is, right there. So you're gonna paste it. Oh crap. I should have clicked on here first. Paste it. Okay. I also want you to name it with your last name, right? My last name is Benson. Call it writing pre-assessment or writing test, whatever you want to call it, but writing pre-assessment would be ideal. Okay. Now here's the fun thing, right? You can, as you're working on it, you can actually share a link to this as you're working on it, so your work is saved. But what I want you to do is go to get link here, but change it to anyone. Let's see, here we go. Anyone with the link on the internet can view. That way when I click on your Google Doc, I don't get the "you don't have permission" message. So you're going to copy the link, and then you're going to, I can't actually turn it in, so I can't really show you how to do that, but you all know how to do that. Then you can go ahead and work on this. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? So I'm going to write stuff about snow, ice, and water. All right, so writing a complete sentence. Snow is cold. There you go, complete sentence. I have a subject. I have a predicate. Snow is cold. Okay. Yeah, next one. Ice is frozen. But it is still water. There you go, compound sentence. We've got basically two sentences. Ice is frozen, that's a sentence. It is still water, that's a sentence. So we have a comma and a but in between. Okay? And I'm just going to use the previous sentence to show you what a difference between a compound and a complex is. Ice is frozen, no comma, but still, water. Okay. I could put but still water, or I could put but is still water, but still is water, and of course we have a period at the end, right? But the point is, this right here is not a complete sentence. Still is water or still water, but still water. And there's no comma there because that's not. Okay? You could also put a comma here instead of the but. Okay? If you put a comma and a but, that separates two sentences. If you put a comma or a but, that separates a sentence from a whatever this is, a dependent clause. Okay? Or a phrase. I'm going to put a verb here just to be on the safe side. Anyway, I'm getting fixated. Moving on. Still water, though. Write a sentence with a subordinating clause and a comma. Okay, here we go. And a comma. Because ice is strong and slick, people skate and slip on it. There you go. Because it starts with a subordinating conjunction. I could change this to when. I could also change it to since. Okay, these are all subordinating conjunctions. I'm going to spell that for you in case you just want to look it up. Okay, right here. That is a subordinating conjunction. All right, thesis statement. Now, a thesis statement is it's a general statement about my entire paper that I'm going to write. Okay? I'm just going to say people love to do different things in cold weather. There you go. A concluding statement. A concluding statement would restate the thesis. It wouldn't introduce any new ideas. So if I were to talk about what people did in cold weather, I could say people love to do many different things in cold weather, but the most popular are skiing, skating, and sledding. Okay, that would be, it's kind of a restatement of that, right? Then I'm going to write a paragraph. Now, I like to say that a paragraph is anywhere between 2 and 6 sentences. Let me show you what I mean by that. And I'm going to pause the video so it's not too long. All right, so here's my paragraph. People have been skiing for a long time. I remember seeing my mom's skis when I was young. They were long and skinny. When I went skiing for the first time, I rented skis. They were short and fat. I wonder what else had changed since my mom first started skiing. Okay? So, let me just point out something. Everything in this paragraph has to do with people skiing for a long time, right? Like, I'm older, right? And so I can talk about seeing my mom skis when I was young, right? That's a long time ago. And then this expounds on that idea right there. They were long and skinny. I remember this. They were long and skinny. Okay, so this is the next idea. When I went skiing for the first time, I rented skis. Okay. Here we go. This is about skiing. They were short and fat. I wonder what else had changed since my mom first started skiing. So that is about time, right? Things have changed in the time that people have been skiing. Okay, so that is a paragraph, right? So I'm going to go ahead and write this. I only have a few minutes, so I'm going to pause the video and then I'll come back to you. Alright, so here's my 5 paragraphs, and I threw a title in there. Do you feel cooped up in the wintertime? Many people do. That is why people try to get out and play in different ways during the coldest time of year. There are many things to choose from. Let's take a look at some of the most popular. So there's my thesis. Many things to choose from. to do, so it doesn't explicitly state everything, but you know what I was talking about. First paragraph is about sledding. Again, everything relates to sledding. Next, so I have transitions as well. I should talk about transitions a little bit. So you can have a transition at the beginning of a paragraph, which is what I like to do, or you can have one as the last sentence of the previous paragraph. I don't really like that because, I mean, I just don't. It's a matter of personal preference. You can do it, but I don't like doing it. So what I'm saying is you could put this right here if you wanted to, right? But I don't like it because I'm talking about the next paragraph in the previous paragraph. So I just like to keep things where they should be. But anyway, again, you can do both, or you can do either, not both. This one's about ice skating. This one's about skiing and snowboarding, and then I conclude with, that is all we'll say about what to do in the wintertime. But I assure you, we've barely shaved the surface, pun intended. Whenever you feel bored at home, and that's the wrong bored at home in the winter, or you are looking for a rush, try sledding, skating, snowboarding, or skiing. Okay? So this right here, and I'm going to put this in here so I can remember, this took me about 20 minutes, and that's just off the top of my head. Now, I by no means expect you to do that much in 20 minutes. I've been to college, I've written a lot of papers, so there you go. This whole thing, though, took me about 45 minutes. Now, after 45 minutes, you should have at least a structure in place for your paper. If you don't, please email me, because I'd hate to have you just sit there. We can Zoom. I can help you with, whatever you need. Yeah. Good luck. Happy writing, and we'll see you in class.